Case 9, The Founder's First Conflict. Well, Professor Plumb brought his protege along with him. Norman wore the one tie and one sport coat that he owned. It was a confab called Wall Street Meets Silicon Valley. Big featured speakers, CEOs of tech companies, CEOs of banks, titans, hitters, and many, many billionaires. Billionaires who had made their money in semiconductors, software, hardware, hedge funds, betting on the roulette wheel, and winning. Players. And they all felt compelled to lecture beyond their lane. The theme of the conference seemed to be stakeholder capitalism. Not like how electrons flow around silicon, or how calls are made to databases, which would have been topics these billionaires actually understood. But the whole stakeholder capitalism religion, the marketing of the idea by billionaires that our focus in companies should be the little guy, not the shareholders, and that companies should create a kind of noblesse oblige around themselves to donate charitably to causes the company believed in. Well, to Norman, that seemed to be the theme here, and he didn't really understand it, at least at first, until his host, the professor, started marketing these ideas to him.
It's all about abundance, overabundance. We have too much, or at least they do, and they want to give it back.
I get that, but they can donate their own money or shares to the causes they care about, right?
Well, yes, of course they can, but that's not enough. It's up to the companies to do that. The companies, the ones capitalism created. They're the ones who should be on the hook for those donations.
Norman was not a financial visionary in any sense of the word, and by his own self-aware admission. So he digested everything from this conference of billionaires, people who had already, made it, suggesting to the legions in the audience who had not made it, that they too should sacrifice to throw in money with the causes of the people sitting on the dais up there, despite the legions actually needing those marginal dollars to run their businesses and lives, right? Like mortgages cost money. Well, it was a long car ride back to Norman's home when Plumb dropped him off and his ears were buzzing, when he was surprised to find Tiff sitting on his front porch waiting for him.
You want this to be a B Corp? What the hell are you thinking?
Well, that was just a text. I haven't really thought about it, but the professor thought we should look into it.
You realize that a B corporation means we're seen as a glorified nonprofit. We won't get funded because most investors don't buy B Corp stock. And we won't hire great people because the best engineers don't accept B Corp stock as pay.
Well, we will make money, though.
You're serious? Really? This would be taking away investor money and using it for, social things? To feed the homeless and plant trees to stop global warming? It's not our business. It's not why we are here. We're here to build a company.
But isn't it like we could do more?
Yeah. Tell me all about it in 10 years when you're a billionaire on stage dictating to poor people how they should prioritize their resources. See how you feel then, if you've lost touch with yourself.
Well, wouldn't it make hiring easier then?
No, not at all. Employees want to get paid. They want IPOs. Companies worth billions, so their options are worth millions. If we were a B Corp, they probably only make their salaries, really nothing more. So we'd never be able to hire good people who are hungry.
Norm was digesting, trying to mash up the professor's logic with Tiff's.
But then could we maybe donate some percent of profits?
Profits? We have no revenues. Why are you talking about profits and donations? This is like when they ask you to donate, and stupid fragile companies donate, and then one day the business climate gets rough and the fragile companies all go bankrupt, and the big guys who can handle the storm just shrug and say, yeah, you really shouldn't have listened to us. Weren't you supposed to be adult supervision?
You think we go bankrupt?
I don't even think we have a company yet. We barely even made a sale, and you want to think about giving away money, our assets to whoever?
Well, Plumb was talking about long term, like having stakeholders who are loyal.
This is a company, not a family or a sports team or a religion. You pay your employees well so they are loyal. The employees then stay a long time, and the company keeps the big knowledge they gained while they worked there. That's loyalty in business. This isn't The Godfather.
But with a charity, we could fund things. You have family in China you want to bring over.
We have no money. We have nothing to fund. Why are you even thinking about this? And yeah, I have family in China who want to escape, but that is on me. Not on the corporation shareholders or the US government or any other mommy out there. That is on me. And you, or other shareholders we get, shouldn't have to pay for my family's problems.
But the professor said our duty was more...
Duty? Our duty is to make money for our investors. That's what they will pay us, invest in us, to do.
Plumb said that businesses mistreat their customers. That's why or how they make money.
What? If their customers didn't want the product, they wouldn't buy it. Or they'd buy it from someone else. Or they'd find a workaround. If our customers don't like our McFlippers, they'll just keep on with humans. We have no power here, and you want to act like we are kings.
Norman digested and clearly didn't understand the myriad angles from which his brain was being assaulted.
But he's a professor. Isn't he supposed to be smart?
He's a professor, on salary, tenured, zero risk. He knows how to get good grades and write papers on the theory of things. It's like a philosopher of football. We need quarterbacks and linebackers. Philosophers are for when you are retired. You get me?
Norman nodded, despite not really getting her.